All right. Think everything's set up.
Yes, sir.
Where's Nate? Is he still outside?
Oh, he's in the den.
Ah.
Yeah.
I really wish this guy would just behave.
You pig bitch.
What the fuck are you doing? Are you eating? Is that bread? What is that? Paprika on it?
Paprika.
Nice.
That's all you gave me.
Right. Yeah, I did make that. Okay. Can you stop playing Connect 4 with the pig and? Yeah.
We were gonna play another game.
Get your ass up. Podcast time. Come in.
My fucking Connect 4.
I don't give a fuck. We have a podcast to record. Sit your ass down.
Oh, bread time.
Here. Take this.
Yo, that looks like it slaps.
It's actually pretty good.
All right.
Podcast.
Welcome back.
So glad that I'm finally up next. Ever since a baby, all I wanna do is flex.
All right, hello. Welcome to season 2, episode 7 of the Under Influence podcast. We're fucked up again, and I'm a dog. How y'all doing today? My name is Nate, or Mr. Broster.
Hey, yo, it's your boy, Big Jut, Big Chungus up in the cut. I'm not a dog.
Hey yo, me, I'm back, new look, hair's gone, I got a mustache now.
You can't even
What's
see
going on?
mine because of the fucking darkness behind me. I got a new haircut too.
Hello, your boy Noah, aka Hyper. Welcome to my mother's crib.
And it is your boy Brian. Hello. Wash your ass.
Yes.
Brian ain't here.
Brian
He has to work.
currently
Making that
doing his
guap.
due diligence as working a part-time job at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Even though he has a full-time job.
You know,
You know what? He wants
could
to
have
bang.
called in sick because he wasn't feeling great.
Had food
but-
poisoning.
Yeah. Apparently he had gnarly
Come on
food
in,
poisoning,
man.
but still went to work. I have no idea how that happened, but
It just did.
we miss you, Brian. Hope you're having a
Come
good day
back.
at work.
And first thing, can we start off with Can the camera can someone zoom in on Carter's haircut real quick?
These guys have been roasting my fucking haircut for the past hour and like 20
Bro,
minutes for literally
whoever
no
lined you up
reason. Okay,
needs a ruler.
look at your hair right now, bro.
Call me Kim Jong, I don't care.
Don't
I'm in the
care.
country. Go fuck
How long
yourself.
ago was your haircut, though?
Like a week.
Okay. Oh well. I mean, that's not really long enough for it to grow uneven. This has been approximately 2 months since my last haircut, and it is still relatively even. But this guy just got his haircut today.
No, not today.
And that thing is about as crooked as a first-time Zamboni driver's line on the nice.
Okay,
Oh my
listen.
God.
My hair's been growing out for a year. I have curly hair. It's hard to cut that. Especially if it's like fucking tangled and like luckily it wasn't matted because I'd be showing up here with a fucking straight razor shave of my fucking head.
Skinhead Carter. Hey yo, if we get 10 likes on this video, we'll go Skinhead Carter.
No, we won't. but
Oh yes. I know what
1,000 subs and I'm getting a black light tattoo.
We were talking about this earlier in the BTS, where
What is the BTS?
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Why are you calling it BTS?
Because that's what it's called.
This is
Alright.
short form of behind the scenes.
All right, stop yelling at me.
Anyways, we were talking about this, and we were talking about getting tattoos, and we got tattoos drawn on us. Carter fucking removed his.
He's not a true homie anymore.
I still have the diarrhea green on my hands.
We
So
got
it
him.
started off with Carter wanting the word Nate on his knuckles, so I took a diarrhea-colored like marker and wrote Nate. And then Nate looks at me and he goes, "Okay, no, I need Cart, right?" And then we both had the genius idea. Like I pointed at his
Can't
thumb
see it.
as he thought of the same idea that I was going for, and he's like, "Let me put ER on my thumb somewhere." So he's got Cart here, and then when he flicks his thumb open, the ER pops out.
I still have it on.
Yes.
You won't be able to see it from there, but.
True homie.
If anybody else is looking for tattoos, hit me up on Instagram. I charge $100 for every 5 minutes or so. Like, trust me.
That's a
good
steal.
numbers.
That's
Top-
pretty good.
Top-notch work.
We were actually thinking, Carter and I, like we were planning on. or
And Jai,
Carter
I'll just
said,
go fuck myself.
Carter said he wanted to go get a tattoo maybe next week. literally just gonna call them and be like, "Yo, can I get a tattoo?" So
places do walk-ins.
I didn't know that.
Really? Like, does it depend on like how big the tattoo is? Though?
It just that, and it depends on what their schedule looks like.
Yeah, it's exactly that. When you walk into a tattoo parlor, you're gonna have a couple of options. Either you can book something right there, or you can just, walk in if they don't have any anybody booked right now, or someone's canceled or some shit, which is kind of rare.
But
Some places have a dedicated time slot for walk-ins, but if it's a dedicated time slot for walk-ins,
Dedicated
normally you
when?
only get an hour. But if you just walk in on a random day and there's a hole in the schedule that's like, say, 6 hours, you could probably take up that entire 6 hours, so long as nobody else has called in and booked it, right? Because they just want the money. They don't.
But
care.
like, how do they deal with like if you're a walk-in, if you have a custom design, how would you go about that?
They just
draw it quick.
stencil it.
Yeah, no, that's just included in the time slot.
Oh, okay. So you also pay for their time
Yep.
doing that? Okay.
Well,
No, you just pay as soon as they start.
As soon as you walk in the door,
As soon as they start tattooing you.
They so technically they charge they will charge you for the amount of time it takes to apply the ink to your body, but included in that charge is everything, like all the previous time that is,
What is that, a flat charge
well, no,
for everything before that?
no,
It's-
no. Like so everything before that gets included in the hourly rate. They just don't
okay.
really say that.
It's like $100
Thank you for
bucks.
telling me
It's like
that.
$100 an hour or some shit. So if you're there for
That's also
like
why you tip them.
10 minutes, you're still paying $100. Hey,
Fuck am I tipping
sometimes sometimes they'll be like, all right, you got like some cursive writing on your wrist or something. I'll just give you it for like $70 or something.
So this was.
I didn't even know you had a tattoo.
What the
You have a
fuck?
tattoo?
Hey, yo, what?
Yeah.
What?
Do none of you have
Since when?
No, he has one. I
have
didn't
one.
even know you had one.
Wait, when did you get that? How long have you had that?
2019.
What the fuck?
Why have you never shown us this?
I don't know.
I've seen it in private.
Lucky.
I didn't even know that.
Wait, I am astounded.
Anyways, because of the
I'm
camera probably can't pick
stunned.
it up, it's just the words Memento Mori. It's about 12 inches across.
I've
But-
heard, where's that from?
So it's Latin for the phrase is remember death, but it essentially just means like, remember that,
I feel
death
like-
does happen to you at some point, so don't
I
waste
heard that
time.
from a second.
It's kind of like well, probably it was also in Destiny. That's kind of where I get
Oh.
like the idea for it specifically came from Destiny, I will not lie. That's why the spade is there. Because if anyone's ever played Destiny, there's the Ace of Spades, hand cannon, my boy Cade, rest in peace.
That's Hank.
Yeah.
How much was your tattoo?
Well,
Yeah,
It's
how much
been
was yours and how much was yours?
3
Yeah,
years
show
almost.
the camera yours.
I paid $80 for mine.
It's hard to see.
But it only took 20 minutes, but he said I have to charge you for a minimum for the hour, and I was like, no, I would expect you to,
Mhm.
right? Because I want to pay him the full amount, right? Like I don't want to. Like, it's still gonna take an hour of his time because I booked it, right? I booked an hour, and I'm gonna get an hour. I'm gonna pay for that hour because he's not gonna have somebody walk in that hour. Most likely, he's not guaranteed the money. If I could walk outside and see that there was somebody that was gonna come in, I'd be like, hey man, like maybe like $50, right? But yeah, I was totally fine paying that.
So they're lenient.
Mine took
Yeah.
a while, just because of all the little detail on the inside. It's not even shading; it's like scoring. It took like an hour and a half. It took like an hour. I paid. Oh fuck, man! It was like. It took. I want to say it cost me like 160 or 180, and I gave him 200 and told him to keep whatever.
change.
That's
Yeah.
actually not bad.
Filthy.
exactly.
Not bad at all.
I want to get another one.
wanna
Maybe
get a
next
full sleeve.
podcast I'll have a new tattoo. We'll see.
I mean, I
How
could do
much?
it for
How much
free.
did that hurt?
Is that on the collarbone?
Yeah, for your first tattoo, smart spot, right?
It's because now my pain tolerance for tattoos is fucking improved. All right, so here's the sitch. Out here, nice and squishy, didn't feel it. Right, you work your way in here. The fill needles just feel weird, like they just kind of like shake you to the core. It's kind of weird. And then as you get over to here, you get right to the center bit right here, and then you'll notice that it goes from being like squishy over here to
Oh yeah.
yeah, no, I almost passed out. It wasn't like it wasn't the kind of pain that you would normally expect it to be, where you're like, like just ow, holy fuck, that hurts. It's just like all of a sudden it just overwhelms your brain. You don't even say anything, and you're just kind of like, oh, okay.
Dead.
When I got mine at one point, because I was sitting up, no, I was laying down with my arms straight out, and all of a sudden, like, he just goes over this one spot, and I'm like shaking.
Probably right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hit like a nerve or something, and I just started
Yo,
shaking.
what?
He's like,
tattoo
oh,
safe?
Our tattoo's safe. Is injecting ink into your body safe? Yes.
I like
Yes.
how that's safe.
Anyway,
I mean,
you hear that? Wait. I heard sirens. They're coming for your
Oh
ass.
yeah. So here's the lovely thing about living in this household. About 300 meters that way, on the other side of this wall in another row of houses, is a EMS and fire station. There used to be cops there, but the EMS and firefighters said, "Fuck you! You take up too much room. And get the fuck out of here," and kicked them out. So now they went back downtown. There's now no cops in there anymore.
What? They're all downtown?
Well, yeah, there wasn't enough. Like they wanted to expand the capacity of the ambulance and firefighters, I guess, and just decided that because the South End is so quiet and calm, and like really the crime rate out here is basically nil. They just were like, we'll just send cops down here on patrol. We don't need them on station out here, really.
Because all the crackheads can't afford these fucking houses.
Because they're all downtown
The last
where I
time-
work now.
Yeah, like the last time anything of relative significance happened was like 5 or 6 years ago when the cops were stationed here. And the Shoeless Joe's parking lot, a bar fight broke out, and a guy ended up getting stabbed with a Swiss Army knife like
I heard about
12
that.
times.
A Swiss Army knife 12 times? Those things aren't very sharp.
Yeah. That's probably why he.
It's
took
like a
12.
nail
Like, he
file going
survived.
into
he was
you.
Okay. He did not die. But like
Shout out the
see,
guy who
thing was,
survived.
I was in I think 11th grade at the time, right? And I would always leave here, hop on my skateboard, roll through that parking lot up to the Starbucks, grab a nice coffee, and then whip down to BM. So one day I just roll up like in front of Food Basics, down. Yeah. Oh no. The owner of that parking lot could not have been bothered. There was just a fat blood stain, just all in front of the parking lot, like that, like the next morning. And I just like drive by.
You drive on it. Make some blood.
Well, yeah, I just kind of like look at it and like it's dry, like it's like crispy. Like if someone's getting this off, like it's with a pressure washer, like that's fucking disgusting. Like it's probably gonna start smelling at some point. Because it was not a small amount. Like I was genuinely surprised that the guy was alive. But
I seen this video on TikTok where it was this firefighter who was trying to intervene with some guy who like got out of prison or something, and he knew the way that they fucking shank you in prison is from your back, but like while they're facing you, they go around you and get in your back. So during the moment, you don't even know you're getting stabbed, and they stab you in the lower back, somewhere in your abdomen. Then back of your, like, where your chest would be, they puncture your lung, and then right into the back of your head. So this fucking firefighter, who was trying to fucking intervene or like talk to this guy, he was showing a video where he was getting shanked like that, like straight up, like the knife went in him 2 times and missed the head. But as soon, like, I couldn't even imagine getting stabbed in your lung and then your air just rushing out. Right? Just one lung, not the other one, just one. And then, because, though, that he was shanked in the lung and he fucking fell over trying to catch his breath, the guy missed shanking him in the back of the head and fucking saved his life. But, like, I can't believe I watched that on TikTok, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I see some.
Was it? No, never mind the video. I'm thinking of the guy ended up.
Yo, I was at work once.
Just once.
No, I was at work. It was like a couple weeks ago. This crackhead was walking. So you know how my store is? It's
Is
there.
it Bulletproof Vest guy?
No, I'll talk about that after.
That was.
But
That is.
there's, you know how there's a Pet Value beside me?
yeah.
So there's like these trays on the ground. They're about to move in. And this old like crackhead guy comes walking down. I think he was like tweaked out or something. Because, like, he tripped on it and bashed his skull on the ground. There was like a pool of blood there for like a couple of days.
You guys are fucking dead. Juddy watched this guy die and is like, damn.
Hey, no big deal,
Here's the
no
thing,
big
I was
deal.
at the front when it happened. It was mangled, and then my boss was like, "Hey, yo, let's go check out the camera." And like he ate the ground. Like he had the cement for dinner.
Was he like actually tweaking though?
I feel like he wasn't tweaking. He was a crackhead.
Because me working downtown now, right? The first thing the owner says to me is, make sure when you hear the door open, you kind of just look, you know, because in the basement is where they do skate, not the basement, but down under is where they do their skate fitting and shit. So he says, make sure you're on this side of the bench, so if someone comes in, you can look up and see who's coming through the door. Because if you're on the other side, the door goes off. Someone could just walk in, hands in the cash register, fuck off. Like,
There's no cashier.
well, not just standing there, no, because we have to fit people for skates, help people with this or that.
That's kind of like how
They're
my
not-
store is, though. We
they're
don't
not
have a
busy enough.
specific cashier.
Oh, that's true. That's
We're
true.
all on the floor until someone wants to be like, "Hey, yo, let me get like."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go to the back and grab it.
But I see, but like, people who work with you need to have a license, pretty much, to sell that stuff, right?
Basically, like a
Carter,
smart store.
if you guys didn't know now, I mean, like, 2-3 podcasts ago, no, literally last podcast, you said, like, we all went around and said what we did for work. Carter's already fucking on another job.
Okay, I've been at the job that I'm at, not
2
currently.
days.
Currently for 1 day, but the job before I was there for a year. This guy's acting like I fucking
Jump jobs like
it's
No,
my
I'm just saying,
job.
like, it's just in between podcasts.
Yeah.
You're already fucking on a new job.
Yep, I'm like that.
You're not that guy.
Crackheads in this city are something to behold sometimes. There's an RBC that's just closed down here in the plaza,
Bro.
right? And one night, I walk in there relatively late to go hit the ATM before going down to the bars, and as I walk in, I notice that like the rug is a little misshapen.
Oh fuck.
Right? And I'm like, I wonder what's going on with this rug, right? But I noticed it from outside, I noticed on the way in that it was kind of fucked up. So I open the door, look down, and I just kind of see just the outline of what could be a body, could be just just the rug's just folded up weird. So I just kind of as I walk over the other end of the rug, I just dig my heel into it to kind of drag it a bit, right, to see if there.
Was it a hobo?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking hell. So, as I drag the fucking blanket, it just move it like a quarter of an inch, right? Like I just kind of shift it, and all of a sudden, this dude jolts up, and he looks at me, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Holy shit! Hang on." And assess the situation here. So I look at him, bright orange hair, like somebody had definitely dyed it. It was not natural. Like it was like
a neon.
Like
orange?
not ginger,
Yeah,
like
like
orange.
Not like a
peel
not
orange.
like a ginger orange.
Yeah, no, like orange peel.
Wait, can I say
orange.
that? Can I say
Yeah,
ginger?
yeah, you can
Okay.
say that, yeah.
The fuck?
I don't
You're
know.
acting,
I
you're
don't
acting
know.
like they're a race.
No, I get it. But I don't know. I just want to be careful.
Soulless bastards.
Yeah, fucking
Anyways,
Kylie.
but yeah, so he's got like bright orange hair
Yo.
and this like red flannel with like a gray hoodie like built into it, and these pants that are like probably been through World War I, II, Vietnam, and the Cuban stuff, like the Cuban Missile Crisis. And like he's just screaming this gibberish at me, and I look at him and I'm like, "Hey, I'm just trying to get cash. I didn't mean to interrupt your nap. I'm just with this bank and don't want to pay ATM fees." And I'm like, "Alright, cool." So I look at him, and as I just like close the other side of the airlock system that the kind of bank has there.
Is it like 2 sets of doors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So like I'm going, drop my card in, get my cash with my neck cracked like this the whole time.
Okay, I was gonna
Fucking
say you
robs
you
you.
really just this guy really just went and got cash when there's a potential robbery threat.
Yeah,
Dude,
that was really smart.
I went galaxy brain. Like I blacked out and learned Braille for a brief moment, so I could just watch this guy. I just felt the numbers on the pad, typed in my pin.
Mm.
No, but like fucking got my cash with like my head on a swivel. And as I walk out, I watch as 6 cops just rip around from like the side of the keg, and like I just don't shoot, please. I don't want to fucking die, right? Because there had just been a whole bunch of shit in the news. And I was like, holy fuck. And like, of course, I'm wearing all black. I got my big cardigan on, so I look like I might have just robbed the place. Right. As usual. But yeah, so the cops look at me and be like, no, not you. Was there another dude in there? And I was like, yeah, I was probably going to say something about it to someone because it was like, he's kind of doesn't seem okay. Like, I don't know if he's going to be okay sort of thing. And they're like, oh, okay. That's our buddy Steve. And I was like, I beg your pardon. And they're like, yeah, this is a regular occurrence. He likes to sleep under the carpets of the local banks because there's like 5 of them in the area.
That's the easiest place to sleep though,
Right,
because they're always like
Galaxy brain.
Bro, we have
Now every bank has a camera dedicated to watching the carpets, like the area like where he was sleeping.
So I think I've seen that crackhead before at our bank. So there's a bank down the street from our place, CIBC. There's no carpet though. So once in a while we'll see like a crackhead literally
huddled.
huddled up or like just loafing in the corner.
just loafing.
Like against the glass. It's a popular place in the winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, the cops just looking at me like, oh yeah, this guy's a regular, like he orders a double 3 times a day at Tim Hortons. Like, holy fucking.
That's all he eats.
I just kind of like
The
okay,
cardboard.
So do I need to say anything? They're like, no. We figure he's probably just sleeping in there. You're good. And I'm like, all right, cool. And just hop in my car, head on my merry way. Meanwhile, I'm stoned. But
They won the food race, by the way. We both ordered. Uber
We
Eats.
ordered Uber Eats.
having a silent Uber Eats race in the background.
I told my guy to ring the doorbell.
Wait, well,
though.
didn't one of you have Skip? I thought I saw Orange.
Us.
Did you have Skip or Uber? Skip.
Fuck Uber.
Yeah. I used to work for
Beta
Skip
Cuck.
Nate did used to work for Skip,
during
and
lockdown number 2.
How much did that pay you? If you don't mind.
Honestly,
I
Okay.
always wanted to know that.
is it? Could you live
Beta.
not comfortably, but could you live somewhat comfortably off of Skip?
I was Hey yo, my Uber's here.
Good luck getting out of your salad bowl.
I told him to ring.
Hey yo, we'll wait for the doorbell.
Hey yo, where's my burger?
So wait, what was the question? Sorry. Can I live comfortably?
Could you live somewhat comfortably off of Skip the Dishes?
I think there's a
Lot
normal
of-
fry.
It's a lot of hustling. Like,
Is it actually? Like, how many did you do?
honestly, I used to just work like just
Juddy,
4-hour
this is mine.
shifts. So how Skip would be?
I think.
How Skip would be would pretty much be like, you give him your schedule of what you want to work, and
have,
yeah,
like-
1 or 2. Like,
I have grilled onions on mine and like.
this guy got everything on his. So like,
Mine's probably the thick Oz one.
Oh,
excuse me.
Mine doesn't have bacon on it. We're chilling.
Anyways,
I'm supposed to be on a diet, by the way, and I just got a fat
this guy said
bacon
I've
burger.
arrived.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyways, okay, thank you. Yeah, so pretty much, you'd give Skip your schedule or your availability, and then they could kind of make you a schedule if they want. If not, then you can pick up open shifts that people didn't want. Normally it would be 4 hours, and then you could take another 4 hours. Thank you. I hope he's not mad I gave him $2 tip.
I
Probably
always
spam
give.
your food.
You know what? I'm not even gonna expose the tip I give.
Here's my logic with tipping them. I'm sorry, but the company's sucking way too much money from me, and like I can't really afford it. I'm broke.
Bro, you're doing it right in the mic.
Like if I have change or like a couple of bucks in like cash or something like that sitting around,
I'll leave it
then
on the
I
porch.
will gladly give it to them, right? But I ain't tipping through the app because I know the app takes a cut of that.
They didn't give me no fucking utensils.
Guess you're eating with your fingers.
Yeah, so pretty much I'll finish my story. Yeah. You could I normally would just pick up an open shift whenever I felt like it. Right now it's actually not that bad cuz they used to pay you every week on a Thursday night. Thank you. Now it's like they have a way to just pay you out right away. So like
every order.
no, I wouldn't say every order. It would be put into like a vault or whatever on their app, and then you could put payout.
Oh.
So you could pay out your total whenever.
Yo, cars are flying by here, man. A bunch of
Yeah.
racers.
And yeah, so pretty much I was making honestly sometimes more than minimum wage an hour.
That's good though.
Because normally a delivery would be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes max. And pretty much you'd get minimum if you accepted 80% orders or more. Because an order would pop up on your phone saying, hey, go to this place. Do you want to pick it up? And then you could say no. But if you have an 80% chance of picking them or more, then they give you a minimum of $6 per order. So if you look at it like $20 per order and you get only minimum charges of $6 and you get 3 of them or whatever, that's that's more than minimum wage already for an hour. But depending on if you're working full time or not, by full time I mean 8 hours, 5 days a week, a day. I used to just pick up 4-hour shifts. So it wasn't bad here or there. I was like getting maybe like $300 to $400 a paycheck a week.
Not.
How many 4-hour shifts
You
though?
have to combo that with something else.
4 or 5. Yeah, like it's definitely a side hustle. I wasn't doing it full time. I know people do it full time, plus they work another part-time job or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
I
I've
feel
seen
like-
the same people around and
I
around
feel
and
like
around.
the price of gas right now is fucked for that, and like
That's
See,
why
I
there's a diesel.
owned a diesel.
you also are then putting like the cost of those kilometers on your car. You have to take that into perspective, right? Like,
That's gonna add
with,
up.
Yeah.
the potential maintenance that you have to do. Like, I would. 'cause,
Um,
like, I thought about being a delivery driver, and I literally took maintenance as a calculation into my gas totals.
funny story. On my last skip order, this one night, this guy ordered 7-Eleven to his apartment. I fucking picked it up and went down the road. My brakes were gone. I stopped at a red light and there was smoke coming up from like I thought was under my hood at the time because it was raining. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Did I just blow something? So I went to a parking lot and I tried to brake and I literally couldn't brake. My front right brake pad was gone. It was metal on metal and I had to get a new rotor because of it. My rotor was glowing. I was like, I gotta finish the skip order, so I went down the road while it was fucking glowing because it was stuck. It was seized to on the rotor, not because I was braking. It was glowing. No, it was constantly metal on metal while I'm driving, and I was driving with my blinkers on, going 30 kilometers an hour down the road. And I got there, and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, here's your food. I gotta go call a tow truck." So, good thing on my insurance, I have free, I think, 4 towings a year. So I got a free tow back to my house, which was not too
Who you
bad.
with?
Bel Air, and it was a fun time.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Shut up.
Carter's the only one here that has to drive with Daddy still.
Can you fuck off? I would
What?
jump across this. You just drop food. You fucking.
Yeah, I'm still gonna eat it.
It says I thought this was rice, not fucking quinoa.
Yeah.
It's- I told you it's healthy.
Explain that.
All right, you know what? I already fucking finished my burger, but I got a cheeseburger.
I got freshie. I don't know what the fuck I ordered. It's some teriyaki bowl.
I got Cajun
Fucking
fries.
like idiot.
I got some Cajun fries. A nice bacon burger.
Berber.
Yep. With a nice Bud Light mango seltzer.
No, I had a microwave hot dog earlier that looked like Nate's dick.
Ayo.
See, I was gonna say, I feel like that.
How do I get out of this?
A regime that was been hit with the emergency like water flow system from the Hoover Dam. 'Cause it was just like fucking split right down the middle like a goddamn crevice. Like it was disgusting to look at. I flipped it over in the bun so I didn't see it.
I would do the exact same thing.
Kind of made me wet.
Yes, yes.
I thought Nate was going to the bathroom. I was about to take a bite of his bowl.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
Oh, it's okay. I got a burger. You guys,
Can you see what that timer says?
you guys want some?
33.
33.
We're vibing.
So unprofessional.
Yeah.
Yo, we're just chilling, bro. It's the boys getting mushed up. Mukbang. Podcast.
I have a complaint.
What?
I have like the head of the lettuce.
Why are you bitching?
Okay.
More vitamins.
So actually, this brings up a great topic of debate, because I remember I used to get these Wendy's chicken sandwiches. Then like when they put the lettuce on there, instead of putting a mega piece, like a whole ass leaf that
They
like
put the
sticks out the
shred.
sides. Yeah, shredded lettuce. What do you think is better on a burger, shredded
Leaf.
or leaf? 'Cause I
Who
feel-
the fuck would say shredded?
Beef for sure.
Okay, but like, but for the efficiency's sake, like I think of all the extra lettuce that you then have to eat outside of that burger, like especially in Carter's situation here, like he had a whole bunch of lettuce just sticking way the fuck outside of the burger. Like
I'm just eating,
still
I'm
lettuce.
just eating lettuce.
That's like at least one bite that is just solely lettuce, and like I don't know. I
don't
feel
mind
like that's
that.
just like
If
a
you
little
think
too much
about
lettuce
it-
for a burger.
Think about it. It's just a side.
No,
Well, if it's gonna be a side of salad, then it should be on the side.
not in my.
It is on
fucking-
the side.
not in the burger.
It's on the side of the burger.
Mm-mm.
So then you don't have to use utensils either. It's
I-
just there.
I also just like I'm weird about condiments. I feel like a lot of people just love to like I mean restaurants are like proof of this. They load the fucking shit out of burgers and hot dogs and whatnot with condiments. Like if you want ketchup, like they're putting like 4 or 5 fucking rings of ketchup, right? Whereas normally like if I want ketchup on my burger at home, like I'm taking that bun, I'm putting like a line, maybe 2, and putting it on and giving it like a little twist just so like the ketchup spreads around a bit.
But
Right.
don't tell me you don't put a smiley face.
Well, like yeah, exactly that. But like for the sake of having an even spread, like if I'm making burgers for people, like cross twist, right? Just because I'd like it to complement, or I guess
I do like
I guess you could say I want it to condiment the burger.
I just do a little.
Oh yeah, see people do the swirl. I do the zigzag.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I remember going to Harvey's one time. Like I mean I was relatively drunk, but sober enough to remember watching this guy take the mustard thing. He does the spiral, right? And then as he finishes the spiral, instead of just letting the mustard go, he does that kind of thing where he like he lifts the mustard way the fuck up and then like brings it back down while still squeezing it like it's like a Slurpee cup underneath the machine, and you're like trying to be all fancy with it and shit. And he just does that, and then all of a sudden there's just like a 1/4-inch thick pile of mustard in the center of this poor person's burger.
Yeah, but if when you squeeze the fucking top down, it'll spread out evenly.
Well,
right?
exactly. But with that amount, like you're gonna get 4 bites into that bitch, and if you don't hold it perfectly level the whole damn time, you're
Oh,
gonna be
right,
dumping
yeah.
mustard everywhere.
You know what I hate?
I have a story about Harvey's.
Go to Harvey's, bro. They don't shake the mustard bottle before they put it on.
Fucking condiment pre-cum.
Nasty.
Okay.
Like me some pre-cum.
I went to Harvey's at lunch one day during school. I said, "Can I get some ketchup?" Obviously, being the employee there, they pick up the ketchup. Shake, starts to squeeze, and the fucking lid shoots right off the motherfucker. Like fires. The whole bottle of ketchup ended up on the burger. He's sitting there like,
Oh no.
fuck, I just wasted this whole bottle of ketchup. I'm like, I ain't eating that. I ain't eating that.
I have a story for you.
He's like, folds it back up in the paper, rolls it in the garbage. He's like, okay, hold on, I gotta fill up the ketchup again. Fills up the ketchup, screws. This dude's fucking wrenching the fucking lid right on, like, as hard as he can. Tries it again. Lo and behold, I get a nice Harvey's burger. That's my story. The dude just popped the fucking lid off the fucking ketchup.
Oh man. On that fucking note, one day, like, so I used to work at this Tim Hortons just down the street here.
Wait, there's one.
Yeah, in the plaza just over here.
Mm-hmm. Not this one.
Yeah.
The other one.
Right across.
Oh.
Yeah, across Gordon. But yeah. So I I'd gotten pretty proficient at what they like to call sandwich unit, which is just working on the sandwich counter, but it like removes, so they call it a unit, and I don't know, it's just kind of funny that way. Anyways, one day I show up to work, I punch in, walk up to the supervisor, I'm like, hey, what you want me to do? Like, am I baking today? Because like I was trained to be a baker, and that was always the best, because I would just toss on music, dip donuts, and tell everybody to fuck off, right? Because I just got to do my own thing, and the kitchen was my area. Don't come in my kitchen. And on this lovely, fateful, rainy day, it was a rainy day in Tim Hortonsville, and I was told that I'm going to be training somebody on sandwich unit, right? And I'm like, oh, good, lovely, this is going to be fantastic. And so I figure out who I'm training, and it's this like 16-year-old girl who like just got her first job. She's like goes to the same high school as me, and I have no idea who she is. Thank God, because about 10 minutes into training her on the sandwich unit, like I'm sitting there, I'm making like a bagel for someone who's at the front counter, and I'm letting her make a bagel for somebody in the drive-thru, right? Trying to get her to start going fast, and suddenly, I feel this like just this cold slap on the side of my leg, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I look down, and attached, I've read it about the knee, via a large glob of butter, was the butter knife, just stuck to the side of my knee. And I'm like, I look down, I look up at her, and then I look down again, and we both watch it just kind of like sadly fall off onto the floor. And I'm like, I look at her. I look at her. I'm like, how did you like what happened? Like, did you like get the butter on your hand somehow, or like on your glove, and it just slipped off? And she's like, I don't know. I'm really sorry. Are there extra butter knives? And I'm like, no, you're gonna have to clean that one.
I threw it.
I threw it.
So she runs off, cleans it, comes back, and everything is good for about an hour. And then I'm teaching her how to do the whole like oh yes, you're gonna make these different kinds of sandwiches, like the chicken bacon ranch club or whatever the fuck it was, the turkey bacon club. Yeah, it was the turkey bacon club. I remember this one specifically because that one had honey mustard, right? And like in order to make this sandwich, the honey mustard had to be refilled, right? And that was why I asked her to make it, because I wanted her to like refill one of the bottles, so she understood that process. So the bags have this like one of those pre-cut lines where you're just supposed to pull it, and then like the bag will tear, and then you can pour it into the cup. So it has like a nice little spout, kind of like turns it into like a little milk bag. But she didn't know this, and I told her, I'm like, go grab the bag. There's a line that you'll see. Open it with that, and then just fill it into the bag. And once you're done, or once you're done filling it into the bottle, like just tie the bag up, clamp it down with one of these little like sandwich bag things. And I'm just gonna go out back for a second, and like just make a quick phone call, right? Just because I wanted to take a 5-minute break. Thought that would be a totally feasible task for one person to do, unsupervised. My mistake. I come back after my quick little like phone call. I was just talking to someone for like 2 seconds. I think it was a girl, probably, knowing my stupid ass in high school. And like I come marching up the back hallway, and like I hear people exclaiming things, right? Like, oh no, oh shit, oh my god, oh no. And I'm like, oh fuck. What happened? I walk around the corner, and well, she had used the scissors to cut open the bag.
Cut the bag in fucking half.
Like she cut at like, so like if the angle was at a 45 degree, she cut at like a 70. Like it was just like a massive angle. Like there was so much fucking opening in this bag. So when she went to pour it into the bottle, I guess the inertia of all of that like large glob of honey mustard, because it has like an air pocket in it, right? Just shoots out the front of it, and like because it's kind of sticky, pulls the bag a little bit, yeets the bag tips over just far enough that it then falls into the bottle, which then like the open bottle then goes into the sandwich counter, like all of the condiments and whatnot, and the bag just flops onto the counter with the opening pointing straight off the edge onto the floor. And I just like I walk around the corner just to see the aftermath of it, and I was like, what happened? And she's like, the bag just fell out of my hands. I don't know what to tell you. I'm really sorry. And I'm like, it's good. We're just gonna need all 3 mops from the back real quick.
We need all 3 mops and all 6 mop heads in the closet.
Thankfully, we had a whole bunch of like extra like fill units for the sandwich things. We just took all the things out that got covered in honey mustard, replaced them with new ones from the fridge. And Jesus Christ. Fuck off.
This guy just farted and now he's wafting it.
Through my story about honey mustard, this guy's creating his own honey mustard.
Let's go.
You can't. That's a disrespectful comment towards honey mustard at this point.
Should be disrespected.
Yo,
Anyway.
honey mustard slaps though.
Okay, well, Tim Hortons honey mustard should be disrespected.
I like regular mustard.
That poor girl
More
got
than-
fired on her first day.
It was I was gonna say or ask.
Or first day on first day on sandwich unit. I don't know how long she had been there, but it was not very long.
So she's just that bad at a fast food chain job that she got fired the second day of training.
I think she was just a little bit like
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, I think she was a little overwhelmed because it was her first job, and it like I won't lie,
She got
like
fired?
Tim Hortons. People say that Tim Hortons is a great first job, but like anything like fast paced fast food, so things like like Don's, Harvey's, Tim's, like the stuff with drive-throughs, really like working in a drive-through lane on like for a time, like a company that cares about times, like not Starbucks, or I mean honestly not Tim's sometimes, but like who gives a fuck.
You want to kick my chair one more fucking time?
Yeah, like that shit can get stressful because like take this in, they want you like working at a Tim's drive-through, because I used to be really good at working window, like because I talk fast, I'm thin, I move fast, I'm just really hyperactive. Right?
That's why they call him
So,
Hyper.
Yeah, that's kind of where I got the whole name Hyper. Funny story.
Shut up,
but
Jet.
Anyways, like they would always put me on the window so that I could bring the drive-through times down, because like there's a pressure sensor there, and when a car rolls over that pressure sensor, you then have like on some days during peak time, you have as little as 15 seconds to get that car off of that pressure
Bye-bye.
sensor in order to achieve the company the company mandated goal. Yeah, and I mean it. Think about how long it takes you to make a coffee in the morning.
Like an hour?
Like minus the time of brewing said coffee. Like the time it takes for you to, like, if you were
'Cause
to
the
have
coffee's already
nothing
made.
ready except for hot water, right? And or like the coffee, I guess, in a pot, right? You take a cup, sugar, cream, coffee, well, whatever order you do it, and like
Milk,
that's
cereal.
gonna take you probably, like, the average person, you're gonna take like a minute doing that because you're not gonna rush, right? If you were to try and do that fast, you're probably doing it maybe 30 seconds. Imagine trying to make whole ass like steak and cheese paninis that are grilled for a minute and a half.
In 15 seconds.
Yeah, and keep the window time at 15 seconds per car. Like at the most, you're stacking maybe 5 cars in between the window and the drive-through, like the drive-through screens. So like at the most, you're getting maybe a minute 15.
And like
Oh right.
Right?
Timmy's
But-
in the morning is fucked. I went there at like 8 o'clock in the morning one day when I was younger. Like even now though, for like a blueberry muffin before hockey practice, and they're like fucking drive through parking lot, street, back into parking lot, like.
So, like one of the things about that like whole time thing is it tells you a metric of how many cars you're putting through per hour, because they also have a metric on that they want you to keep. They want you to do like 110 per hour in peak times, right? And like we're one of the only ones around that has a double drive-through lane, right? So we were doing twice as much as, say, like Gordon and Courtright. But I remember one day, it was like, I don't know what I think it might have been Camp Day. It was either Camp Day or Smile Cookie Day, like one of those big promos. And
Isn't it Camp Day right now?
It's
Yeah.
close, yeah.
It is.
Is it? No.
They sell
sell
bracelets.
Yeah. I gotta pick one up because I normally put them on my bongs. It's kind of a tradition. I buy one every year and put it on a bong.
Do they have the s'mores donut?
I hope so. Yeah, the one like let's say it was camp day. The one camp day the year that I was working there, we ended up pushing 270 cars an hour on average for the whole fucking day.
170?
Can you guys even like fucking take a piss while you're working, or like?
Oh yeah, because you'll have 5 people on break at any given moment.
How many people are normally working inside of a Tim Hortons at once?
During peak.
On a peak day here, let me try and imagine.
Like
Okay, so
Canada
at the
Day.
one that I worked at the most, because I was part of the crew that opened this one when it was first built, right? Like, yeah, like I got to have pizza there, and I ate like 8 slices, and then couldn't work that night because I felt like shit. It was awesome, free pizza too. But yeah, so we got 2 counters, which like the 2 front counters are normally a 2-man operation, right? So you have one person taking orders, the other person making drinks for said orders. Then on the busiest of days, you'll have a 5th person in between those 4, like running donuts for the the front orders just out of the donut case. Like they'll just pick them out, divide it, because donut case till 1 till 2 on either side of the donut case, right? So they have one person stand in the middle and pick them out, and they'll have a drive-through headset on too. So if drive-through needs any donuts, they'll pick out donuts too and send them down to drive-through. So that's 5 right there just for the front counter. And you have one person dedicated to making like frozen drinks, at least one person, if not 2, on sandwich unit. So you're what, 7 or 8? Yeah. Let's say 7. And then drive-through consists of 2 people taking orders, so for 9. One at the actual drive-through window for 10. 2 people on coffee, and 1 person just running like baked goods in between everything, like for the drive-through. So yeah, you're looking at like probably anywhere between 11 and I'd say 9 and 13 people active on the floor, with maybe 1 or 2, doing like, just maintenance stuff at any given point in time, and then like 2 or 3 on break. Like, it is insane how efficient they are. Like if you're a supervisor there, you are sending somebody on break every 15 minutes on the dot, and it's fantastic because it's a great way to get that experience because it's so fucking easy to do. I never was a supervisor, but I did it because like I was just friends with the supervisors, and I was like, hey, can I try this tonight? And they're like, yeah, sure, fuck it, who cares? It's easy, right? So you get busy, and suddenly you just schedule your breaks every half hour, like on the dot, because the company is like they're scheduling your employees to be there in that way. You end up sending half of your staff home halfway through the night, and then you play hockey with like frozen pieces of hash brown that fell out of a box in the freezer.
Okay,
This is
wait.
why
I need to know, how long does it take to make fucking Timbits? Because I went to Timmy's by cent the other day, like Centurion, and they were like, hey, yo, we're out of Timbits. I said, the fuck?
How are you?
I think it was like a 20 or 30-minute bake time on those, to be honest. Cause
I was pissed.
Yeah, like you put them in the oven for 20 minutes ish, I think, and then glazing them is another like that takes a minute in and of itself, and then you have to let them cool for
about a minute.
say another 10 minutes ish before you can even put them in the display rack.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, because if you take them out of their drying like rack too soon, you just end up with glaze that drips everywhere, and the bottom ones
Do they-
really glazy and the top ones don't. Trust me, I was a fantastic baker.
Do they come frozen?
Yep.
Anything at Tim Hortons fresh? Well, the eggs are now. Hopefully, maybe not, but
Last I
Frozen
checked,
eggs.
Foot lettuce.
So, yeah, we had a fridge that contained dairy products and like vegetables and the sauces and whatnot, and then anything that had to be like cooked to a certain degree, like there was no raw materials there. Like it all came in pre-cooked frozen, right? So like the eggs, they were like frozen egg patties. So like if you had one of those fall out of the bag onto the floor in the freezer, holy fuck, you were playing the best game of hockey of your goddamn life. Well,
What,
fuck
were you
yes.
playing with the little locker sticks? Like, fuck.
Oh no. We had because the building was like recently constructed. There was like a couple of bent broom handles that had just like for some reason been left in the back hallway. So we had just taken the broom handles and broken them in such a way that like we could bend them again and just have like little L-shaped things, and we just kick them around. It's fucking hilarious. But most nights we wouldn't even bother with those. We would just kick them with our feet because
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I worked in a restaurant one time.
Oh,
I haven't been back to eat at that restaurant since I started working there. Do not work at a restaurant you like to eat at because it will fucking ruin it.
that's cap.
Yeah, that's that. No.
That's cap. I worked at Mandarin and went to go eat. That shit.
Well-
Shit's
Okay, but like,
it depends on how much of said food you eat while you're working there, right? Because if they give you like a fat discount, like if they give you a fat discount on your food,
I got free food, but like,
yeah, exactly. If you're getting free food from the place you're working at, holy yeah, you're gonna eat so much of that shit, you're gonna end up sick of it. Like
it's
I can't eat any breakfast items from Tim's anymore because I
Oh,
just
really?
muff those all day.
it's not even that. It's just where I worked at was the way that things were done. It was disgusting.
Fair enough. I won't eat from the bowling alley.
The bowling alley is fucking garbage.
I mean,
other than both.
so, some of their food is like the food has gotten quite better in recent times. Like especially over the course of the pandemic, like they really had to up their menu game so that people would actually enjoy it. Well, and so like apparently now it's like not bad. According to like I got a buddy that still works there, and I'd be like, fuck, man, the kitchen. Ugh.
Like, there was one time, I'm not gonna name the restaurant, but the health inspector, the manager found out that the health inspector was coming whatever way. He was like, okay, I'm pulling out the deep fryer from the wall and cleaning behind it. Bro, when I tell you that shit looked like it could be an ice rink with all the grease and fats on the ground. Like, if you took one step there, you're slipping back and cracking your fucking skull.
That's the kind of thing where you just gotta take a big plastic tarp, cover off the whole room, and take a pressure washer to that fucking corner.
It was in the kitchen.
Would that even work?
The
though, 'cause it's
kitchen's like
Tiny. I've seen.
that
Water, when you
wide.
get a high enough velocity, should cut through it, but because like I mean, you can pressure wash oil out of a driveway if it's fresh enough.
Drop your vape.
I had to carry up. Does anyone know a horn?
My dog is chewing on some interesting looking.
Where'd you
thing.
find my dildo from?
It's one of my dog's like chew things. It's like a bone of some kind, but
Hey,
it's
I
A
thought
bone of nerve.
I thought it was an
bone
antler.
of nerve.
Bone nerve.
I thought it was an antler. I'm not gonna lie.
It might be. It felt kind of like one.
Of course it would.
I used to have to carry the. Do you know the trays? They're like a basket tray thing that bread comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to carry those up the most narrow staircase to restock the bread at the restaurant, and I was carrying it like
Dude, that restaurant's actually small. Like, small as fuck now, I think about it,
it's small and it is disgusting.
What restaurant was it, sir?
Not gonna name
Oh,
it.
I'll tell you after.
Oh, okay.
But like, fuck it, it was Town and Country.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
They
Fuck
ain't-
you. Wait,
I
you're
don't
kidding
work
me,
there.
right?
I'm dead.
Like,
Dead
like
ass.
the one
The
near us.
one.
I still muck
The
that
one.
shit.
There's only one, right?
There's only one.
Yeah.
And you know what's
Man.
funny?
I still muck it. I don't
You know
care.
what's funny? Right next to it is Town and Country fencing. Right beside each other.
Oh.
It's funny.
Fencing?
I'm pretty sure.
Like, fencing or like
Like
fences?
like
Stab.
Stab,
like
stab.
fence.
You guys know how I used to work at Mandarin?
I want Ayo Blacklight Mandarin trip.
Hey, yo, so, okay, they're reopening. Not the one in Guelph. That one's officially closed down.
Forever?
What?
I think so, just because, like,
Tell
they
me you're
They
capping.
lost so much money during the pandemic. I'm pretty sure they're closed down for good, but I'm not sure. Michael, don't kill me. That's my old manager. I
They
love him.
just opened too.
Oh, excuse
It was just open, but like pandemic hit, and then so
They had the fishies.
the Kitchener one's open right now, and then they asked people to come back if anyone wanted to go. So I had the option, but I have a different job now, so I said no.
Wait, you were still working at the Mandarin when the pandemic hit?
I was working there when when the pandemic first started.
Really?
So literally, we went into lockdown, and then I was still at Mandarin.
Deadass.
Dead ass.
I thought you were there in high school.
I was there in high school too.
You were back and forth.
Yeah, I was back and forth. So like,
Because you were at
I was Toyota for a little
detailing,
bit.
yeah, Toyota.
So basically, how my career went, was I think grade like 9, grade 9 or 10 to 11. I worked there as a grill attendant. So I was the dude. I was like, hey yo, you want roast beef? And I'm the guy that's cutting you the slices of roast beef and making the dumplings back there.
No wonder my fucking roast beef tastes like shit.
Yeah,
You
fucking
probably
wipe my
punched it.
balls on
You probably punched it.
yeah, I fucking punched the shit out.
Hey, what's the name of the customer that's out there wanting this roast beef? Carter.
I'm fucking punching it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Let me get the salt.
I loved working grill attendant because I literally ate like roast beef the whole shift.
Bro.
Because I'm like, hey yo, I'm mucking a little bit. Let me just cut a piece off this roast beef, and like if I wanted a little cooked, I threw it on the grill because like I also made like the hot dog, like the sausages, the grilled corn, the steak, grilled chicken, and then we also
You
made
made the lobster or the crab or whatever.
that is in the back kitchen. So the back kitchen basically is everything on the buffet tables. Everything
Oh.
comes from the kitchen.
Oh, you were just on the guy on the side?
Yeah, I was the guy on the grill. So like you know how like
Like you
Like
beside
walk
the
in there?
bathrooms,
A
beside
prep
the
cook?
bathrooms.
A prep cook?
Like
No. Like I was outside, like cooking, like on the
like
that
on the
flat
floor
top.
pretty much, right?
On the floor, yeah. So like I was making pizzas there and all that stuff, and like
They had pizza?
yeah, they had pizzas.
Yeah.
We made pizzas.
They had a bunch
Yeah,
of
no.
white food that never tasted good.
I was the only food I would ever get there.
Because it would be that. He'd get the chicken strips and then the pizza.
Nah, actually, that's not true. I would get like, I would
Orange
get a couple
chicken.
slices of the pizza, but I would always go for like chicken balls.
The Jello.
Calamari. If the calamari was ever available, because that's always sold out.
Also,
And I would get fried rice. 'Cause I love fried rice.
You
Bro.
can never go wrong with fried rice.
They used to cook trays like you know the hot trays that go things. Hot trays.
they used to cook.
Big ones, the biggest ones full of bacon. Like 4 a day.
Hold on.
Like
this
4?
guy outside's revving his engine. Hold
Gone.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Anyways, back to my Mandarin story.
I know.
So-
where you live.
hold on.
What do you want of mine?
They made trays of bacon for like 2 weeks, so your bacon could have been sitting there for like a week and a half.
That's true.
And like
Okay.
I'd
after
still
they
fucking
would
eat
cook
it.
it, after they would cook
You wanna
it,
go this week?
hey yo,
Gross.
you wanna go? No.
Stop.
I would be like, bacon.
Ugh.
Still eat
This
it?
guy would eat it off right from the fucking oven. You just fucking walk
The
by.
tray. Out of the tray.
I thought
I
it
would
was
like
an
bring it down to the basement, set it down.
They got a basement.
It's so cussed.
No,
like
because-
if you go down there, it's like this fucking thing is gonna collapse right now.
No shit.
Apparently, most McDonald's have a basement too, and they're also mostly cussed.
I feel like just any fast food place or like just food in general.
It's gross.
It's just cussed.
Tim Hortons are normally kept pretty clean. Like those are normally kept to a pretty high standard, except for the one in Hamilton. That one time, on a lovely day when I was skipping class, I walk into this bitch and I was trying to order a donut, but I couldn't order a donut because I couldn't think straight because there was so many fucking bees. There was bees everywhere in there. Like I'm not kidding. There was enough that I could not count them, but there were like over 10 or 15 bees just flying around like above the display case. There was one in the display case. And I'm like,
save the bees.
I literally said to them, I'm like, do you guys not see the fact that there's like a fucking swarm of bees above you? And someone looks up and they're like, holy shit, there's a swarm of bees above us. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You didn't notice that there's like 25 bees just chilling in front of you? Like, none of them have stung you yet? I'm pissed.
Where was this?
The Tim Hortons in Hamilton.
That's how they get the
On
honey
our
mustard.
James.
Here's the thing. It's Hamilton.
You know that little tiny one, like just up Upper James?
Is it beside like the Big Bear?
Yeah. No, beside Husky.
Oh, that was gross, bro.
Literally, dude. It's the
Yo, that was
tiniest
like the
little thing.
nastiest one I've ever been
Yeah,
to, man.
yeah. See, and this is the thing. The thing about there being that many bees is that this thing is like 4 people shoulder width across.
It's small.
Like it is fucking
It's
tiny.
tiny.
Like there is it is small enough that there is no parking available for anybody
What?
there. Like the
Yeah, it's
employees
like
have to
so-
park behind the paint building beside them.
Like the walk.
And there's
through-
four employees.
Have you ever been to like the walk through Dairy Queens in Brantford? Like that one.
Yeah.
There's
That's
a
bigger.
walk through Dairy Queen at
Yeah.
Sauble Beach, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I like those though. Those are kind of fun.
There's-
They're like
so-
old school vibes.
There's a Tim's actually, like on the way out towards I don't know if you take the main road, like the way that Google Maps would take you from here to Collingwood. Thank you for
Yeah,
your light.
yeah.
I was getting distracting. But yeah, if you
Wanna
take the
suck some
main way out
toes,
to
Carter?
Collingwood from here, there's this one Tim's right as you hit right before Collingwood in like this little tiny village, and like I have never seen a building look so small in my life besides a Fast Eddie's. Like you know how Fast Eddie's are like maybe 100 square feet.
Never been one.
I've heard that place is
No, you've
fucking
driven
gross.
by one all the time. There's one in
So-
Cambridge.
Yeah, all the time because I live there, right?
When you go to Canada Computers, when your hard drive's bonk.
There's 80 million stores on that one street, man.
So this Tim's, Nate, this Tim's is about as so like this doorway here, about as wide as this. About to that, like where the blinds are.
Yo, on the camera, they can't see anything back there. It's into the abyss.
About 25 feet.
Long?
I don't know. I don't
How
know
about this?
feet.
Yeah,
Size
because
of
you're a
the
fucking
size
idiot.
Of this room we're
Fuck
in
you
is
mean?
probably bigger than Fast Eddie.
Oh yeah, fast. Well,
You
actually,
can-
no. A Fast Eddie's would probably encompass
my
both
fucking
this
wallet
room
back.
and
I've had Nate's wallet the whole podcast, and I'm keeping it.
What the fuck?
Master pick pocketer.
Can I got a story about Tim Hortons this morning.
Oh,
Actually,
oh,
a
what
really
happened?
fresh breaking news story.
Breaking news from Blacklight Studios.
So, okay, so what I've been doing recently for Tim Hortons is
Don't
This guy
tell me you're
figured out my
masturbating
wallet
into
This
that.
thing is sick. Where'd you get it?
the mall.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, so pretty much I've been doing recently with Tim Hortons is just been ordering through their app for pickup. So I could pay through the
Here's
app
my
too and
card,
just
baby.
get it through the drive-through and leave, right?
That's vibes.
And so you don't even have to explain your order. You can get custom shit.
Just be like pick up.
Yeah, and you can get custom shit for just made without having to explain it through the drive-through. You just go up to the fucking door and you'd be like, "Hey, I'm here for an order for Nate." And they're like, "Aight," right? Why are you playing with my wallet?
Is this an EB? He's got a platinum.
I got an
EB
EB Games platinum
card.
card.
You
Borrow that one day,
fucking
man.
Maybe.
Yo, I have an Onyx card. Shut up.
You have an Onyx,
Those are so like gone.
bro. How
I love this.
long have you been?
You're not
going
getting
to
this back. Do you want to
games?
trade wallets?
Games,
I
300 meters down the street, and I've been living
You
here
want
for
the
6
debt?
years,
Fair enough.
but I've been going to EB
No.
Games since I was like probably 8 or 9 years
Yo,
old.
I got ID'd at EB Games the other day.
that's cap.
I'm not even
Were
capping.
you trading something in?
No, I was buying a game,
What were you buying?
Persona 5.
Is it rated M?
That one's
I
got a lot of
don't know.
titties in it, so they kind of.
That's rated fucking E
But
for
look at
everyone, and this
me.
guy got fucking ID'd.
Look at me.
Yeah, you
Like-
look like
It's like imagine getting ID'd for like
A
say, like,
guy.
Destiny or something like that. If games rated like T for teen, that like I would just probably slap the dude in the face.
I'd probably just leave. I'm going to microplay,
I
man.
mean, I would take said game and just.
I mean, I understand why now though, because your face is being hidden by a mask nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays.
Okay, that's
Because you can normally
true.
tell by the person's face.
Bro, I bought COD when I was in grade 9. Without a mask, by myself.
Yeah, but now because they can't.
Yeah,
see your
what on the
face-
PlayStation Store? You fucking moron.
No, at EB Games in the mall where the Sears used to be.
There was never a
I
Sears.
used to work at Sears. That was
Oh,
my
wait.
first job.
Yo,
there
now I think
was-
about it, yo, Sears was actually massive.
Why did they close down Sears? Sears was
They went bankrupt.
busting.
They went bankrupt,
How?
bro.
Yeah, probably because their air hockey tables
No,
were
because
like
they kept opening fucking
$800.
places all over the world they couldn't afford.
Sears was basically just that
A
part of the
shittier
mall
Hudson Bay.
that you would walk through and you would think it would be like part of window shopping, and then you'd realize like, wait, no, you're actually inside a store. But by the time you realize that you're inside a store, you're already
You were
already
out.
outside.
like you've already made it into the mall.
Yeah.
But
No one ever went through into Sears like, hey, I need to get something from Sears. It was like, this is my shortcut into the mall because there was no parking anywhere else.
Exactly.
I could tell you now that I could have told you before. My fucking since I used to that was my first job at Sears and it was in the mall, right?
Was
so
that your first job in general?
yeah. That's what I meant by in Sears. Fucking So I used to get paid minimum there. Actually, I was even a student. They should have paid me student wage. They paid me minimum.
Nobody does student wage because it's a hassle.
No, I got paid student
No,
wage.
I got paid
before.
student wage.
It
Yeah.
fucking sucks. I
Bucker-
used to work at the Sleeman's. Or no, it was
Bucker two. Bucker two.
Bucker
we got
two.
Paid, we paid. Got paid.
That is ass. They
Yeah.
just know they went completely and utterly out of their way to pay you $1 or like 75 cents less.
Yeah, that saves some fucking money though. I mean, it's a dollar store.
Barely.
That's fucked up.
The time that they wasted putting you on student
Bro, that was
wage
the most
adds up.
Boring job I've ever done in my life.
There was a couple crackheads though. It was pretty funny.
Bro, I almost got shanked there.
No, for like legit.
The story is coming full circle.
Anyways, yeah. So when I used to work at Sears, since they were closing down, first off, they made me a fucking manager.
Sears?
Of selling the what was it called? The
Makeup.
no, fuck you. They the fixtures and shit, like all the shelving and stuff. People could come in and haggle with me, and they'd give me a fucking radio and a phone and keys to be the man. I didn't get paid more, fucking assholes. To make me a manager.
Like student wage.
Yeah.
BG more jobs. Fuck that.
No, they paid me minimum.
So you're telling me if I went in there and wanted a coat rag, I just pay you $5, and you're like, hey, I.
Yeah.
For real.
No, if I
Wait.
knew people, I would actually give them shit pretty much for free.
You could bargain at Sears. This is
When they were closing down.
groundbreaking.
Just
Yeah.
for the stuff that they would hang the products on and whatnot, like the shelving units and shit.
Yeah.
So I could buy a mannequin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
you
were
can
selling
get
that
that
shit.
mannequin.
could have walked there and bought a mannequin.
Yes,
I have
sir.
videos on my Snapchat of me groping mannequins in the back.
I remember
I was
those.
like, oh,
I remember those. I
Yeah.
saw those.
I love those. videos.
Anyways,
Funny.
so pretty much since everyone knew they were closing down, I used to go for breaks for fucking 3 hours in the mall. I used to walk and shop while I was getting paid. I used to be at fucking EB Games. I'd go to the fucking food court and muck there for an hour and a half,
Get
meet up
some
with people
Taco
like,
Bell.
after school.
For real.
Like, just fucking completely go
Oh yeah,
out
yo,
of my
this
way.
kid literally skipped school to fucking work because they were closing down.
Yeah,
What?
straight up.
No, he deadass skipped school. to
This
go to
man was
work
about to risk it all to be a Sears manager for a month.
and get paid student wage.
Dude, my paychecks were pretty hefty. To be honest, I mean, at the time when I
And
thought
go
were
to
hefty.
school.
Also, like when I used to pull up every day because I had my G1 at the time, and my dad would just let me drive to work, right? And it was
dude.
snowing.
That's illegal. That's hella illegal.
How?
Like by yourself or with him?
No, with him.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
And then he'd take the truck home, and then he had to pick me up later. Fucking, that's an SUV.
I don't
My-
know why you call it a truck. It's an SUV.
My dad's
though.
from fucking Nova Scotia. They all call SUVs trucks. I mean, a lot of fucking hicks do, anyways. But yeah, so fucking pull up to the back where the loading dock was, and I literally do a couple donuts in the back before I get out, pulling up just straight up to my job. What are they gonna do? Fire me? Like
The
straight
amount
up?
of paperwork they have to go through to
Yeah,
is not
exactly.
it's not worth it if they're gonna be closing down anyway.
Bro.
Yeah. So there was really no point. They were just paying out the rest that they had. I fucking pocketed shit during liquidation. They had people come in there and fucking
Bro, did you get a hoverboard?
yeah, no, I bought it. I bought a
Oh.
hoverboard. I could have boomed it, but
Probably could have.
You should have bunked it.
no, they were
rolled out on it.
they were going, they brought the fucking liquidation people in, and they were fucking, getting us to help them load some shit into like carts and shit, like all the clothing and everything else other than the fixtures. But like, yeah, the appliances were bought. I was fucking selling $8,000 fucking $10,000 appliances too, which was pretty
Did you make
fire.
commission?
No, they used to before they were closing down.
Did you ever make commission?
No. It sucked. But straight up, yeah, when they were fucking, you know how they have a perfume and like cologne section,
Oh,
and with all the testers out, I
bonked all
fucking bonked a bit.
the Ferrari one's my favorite.
I took like a Ferrari one.
That one smells.
I took. What else did I take? I fucking took Hugo Boss. I took a lot of shit from Sears, and what are they gonna do? Fucking sue me? They're not a
With what
company.
money?
Yeah, I have more
You
money
and
than them.
what money?
But yeah,
Jetty, can you just make sure the timer's still rolling?
yeah, let's go.
I can't tell if it is or not.
You see the red fucking recording?
Yeah, no, but I'm having issues with Streamlabs.
We're good.
Um,
It's going. I can
uh,
see the.
It's OBS
change.
now. but-
Gucci, you're
Um,
using elements.
Let's go.
Anyways,
My last day
I'll go
At-
for it.
my old job, I was like doing whatever I wanted because I took this week as like baby. I was ready to risk it all because there's this bitch that I used to work with. She was exactly that, a bitch. She was like running around yesterday like bitching at people. I like turned around and I was like, bitch, if you don't stop, I'm about to go. I ended up getting sent home at 12
Because they wanted to, or because you were being
because I fucking went off.
Carter did the big snap.
I went a full year's worth of build up on this bitch.
Yeah, for real.
Just
You're done now.
you done now.
Okay,
Time
with
to.
Don't care.
Hello, don't care.
What are you gonna do? Fire me?
What are you gonna do? Fire me? Don't care.
Already quit. It was fucking
Well done.
hilarious.
Proud of you for that.
Can I finish my story though? For
Fuck you, no.
I forgot we were doing that story before. Okay, I completely butted myself with another story.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
So this morning, I ordered Tim Hortons through the app for everyone in my household. It's 4 people. And then I'm like, I'm gonna pick it up through the drive-through. So I select pick up through drive-through on the app, right? Paid through the app, so they're already making my shit. I don't think they do. I think they make it when you go to the window, or not to the window, but to the thing, and you say that you're there. Then they start making it. Apparently they did make it before, because this line was fucking almost out the. You know which one I'm talking about? The one. Yeah. So these people mess up our orders all the fucking time, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes they don't give us enough hash browns with the meals. Sometimes you know how a farmer's like biscuit or wrap is supposed to have a fucking hash brown in it?
Yeah,
What's that? 2, or no, 1 kind of.
One, and they don't put it in.
Yep.
We had that before where there wasn't no fucking hash brown in it.
Stuff 'em with
So me and my mom pull up to the window, or to the thing. I'm like, I'm here to pick up an order for Nate. They're like, Anita? I'm like, no, for Nate. And they're like, yeah, Anita. I'm like, no, Nate, Nate. They're like, oh yes, okay, come on, drive through. So I pull up to the fucking window, and it's this manager peeking out the window with the receipt for my order. And I'm there, I'm already like sticking my hand out the window thinking they're gonna give me my food. And they're like, yeah, so, your order was here, but someone took it? Or something like that? And I'm like, excuse me? And they're like, yeah, like, someone already came and grabbed an order here for Nate. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And they're like, no, we put it on the counter, and someone here said their name was Nate, and they took it. And I'm like, first off, bitch, I ordered pickup for drive-through. They're like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, yeah, I did. It says right here on the app. And they're like, well, can we see the fucking confirmation number? And I'm fucking showing them the app where it says, thank you, Nate. Your purchase has been accepted. Your order number is this. And they're looking at my phone, and then they're looking at the receipt, and they're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, you let some random guy say their name was the name of the receipt they put on the bags.
bag.
You could see the name. They're like, yeah, my name's this, and they fucking took it. First of all, it wouldn't have happened if they could differentiate a fucking counter and a drive-through.
Mongoloids.
Fair.
And second off, instead of, just someone saying their name was the name, they should at least show a confirmation number, right?
Yeah.
Because you pay before you even pick up the item, right? So their line was full and their parking spots were full. I couldn't even fucking park in a proper spot because they were like, you could pull up there and wait, we'll remake the order for you again. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I fucking pull up, not even in the spot, touching the fence. And I'm sitting here waiting. They're like, it'll be 5. Oh, yeah. And they were like, sorry, we're out of hash browns now. My entire order was farmers. Like, I had fucking 4 farmers biscuits and wraps and 4 hash browns. 8 total hash browns. And
The fuck?
They didn't have any hash browns, so we had to wait for them to make hash browns as well.
Yikes.
So we were sitting here parked for fucking. It was raining, by the way, for fucking like 15 minutes. It's already been half an hour, like from ordering. Still haven't got my food yet. I ordered through the drive-through, so I could pick it up and leave. And half an hour, it's already fucking lunchtime.
What a bunch of idiots.
And we haven't even gotten our food yet. And then we got our food, and it was all fine. But still, holy
Wait,
fuck, man.
half an hour. You're getting your breakfast at 11:30.
Yeah, well, we had a bunch of shit to do. It's still like lunch. I mean, like I think it was like 11.
That's
Brunch.
11. We got the food at around like 11:30, quarter to 12, and I'm like, you literally, yeah, we could have got fucking lunch
Yeah.
at this point. But it was fucked.
Yeah, that's fucked.
They're always fucking our order up. I normally fucking drive all the way down the other end to the road to Woodlawn to pick it up because that
They're
fucking
competent.
McDonald's, that Tim Hortons sucks my cock.
Bro, I haven't been to the York one in a minute now.
You order simple shit because they're fucking all cavemen and women. But you know, once you add in a little extra twang to your fucking
Twang and bang.
twang and bang
It's
to
like
your
we're
order,
fucking showing them hieroglyphics. They don't know how to read that shit.
they're like, okay, this and this. I'm like, no, I completely ordered something else.
They're like, okay, you ordered a peach juice and 1 Timbit. No, I ordered 3 Farmer's Wrap and 3 coffees.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you want 1 bottle of water, 1 carton of chocolate milk, a small one, and 7 birthday cake Timbits. No, I wanted a double.
Actually, they did mess up one part of the order, but it was really minimal. Instead of a double, we ordered a 2 milk, 2 sugar, and it was just a double with 2 cream.
Rip.
But I mean, like, they were probably already stressing about how they fucked up and gave someone else a free meal
Fuck, baby, fuck.
for literally if it was just one person picking it. I could sit in Tim Hortons all day long, wait for them to put a fucking order on the counter and scoop it and leave.
Do it.
That's fucked.
But like, yeah, that's for me. But like, yeah, that's kind of a dumb way how they have that.
Yeah. No, it is.
Carter, when you worked at the restaurant, did you only work in the kitchen?
I was a dishwasher, bro.
Oh, you peasant.
He sounds like he wants to
No,
die,
when I was at
man.
Mandarin. No, I used to be a kind of a dishwasher too.
Like a busboy?
Yeah, I was busboy, I was a grill attendant, and a server. I evolved
Wow, look at
forms.
you.
I
Fuck you.
evolved there, bro. Nah, bro, if you guys ever have the chance, work as a
Goo goo
server,
gaga.
you'll make fucking bank.
Yo, for real.
You'll make like,
I tried, but I don't have people skills.
yo, I don't
Fair
have
enough.
people skills either. I just take their shit and be like, hey, yo, here's your iced tea. That's it. Nah, like if you work a Christmas Day, I work Christmas Day and Eve. I made like $300 just in tips.
Fucked.
In
And
a
they don't
day.
take anything?
No, it's tips.
It's
It's all
tips.
yours.
You know what?
You don't
Not
even get
mine.
taxed on tips.
Some restaurants take tips.
I got
Wait.
a $20 tip working at Tim's on Christmas Eve. But that was just because the guy came in and he was like, wow, there's like 4 of you guys working here. And then just handed all 4 of us $20 just to be like, Merry Christmas. And I was like, oh, yo, that's lit.
4 of you? Holy fuck. I just came to Tim's, probably ordered a fucking double and gave it $80.
Dropped 80
He-
bucks.
Fuck it.
He literally said, he was like, I kind of just came out here on a hope and a prayer that you guys were even open. Like, I wasn't sure. Like, and I was, yeah, no, we're closing up in like an hour, but like, this is one of the only days that we do close. Jesus.
Hey, yo.
Johnny's
Hey, yo,
trying to
hey,
gas
yo.
us out.
Nah, I had a cheeseburger and your boy's lactose.
Oh my
so-
god. Why did we
Yo!
Hey, yo,
Hey, yo, thanks,
Hey, yo,
Nate.
hey, yo, it's not even that
Impressive.
bad all the time.
You did
It's
that in
fine,
my
it's fine.
mom's crib, bro?
Hey, yo,
the disrespect? I'm
nah,
eating
you
Nate's
have a
food.
part of me with you.
Did you
rest of-
take a bite out of
No,
this
I've been
piece?
breaking it up.
Disgusting.
It's been one piece for
But
some
yo,
reason.
yeah, if you ever get the
Go for it,
chance,
quinoa.
boys, work as a server.
Yeah, for real.
It's not bad. I actually, like, it was giving me a fucking texture issue eating all that shit. I thought there was rice. I thought it was a rice
Nah,
bowl.
It's quinoa, bro.
It's supposed to be healthy, so it's quinoa.
What the fuck is quinoa?
It can,
It's a less carby version of rice.
Could literally give you my taint and it would
Hey,
taste
yo,
the same.
so we getting a gym membership? I might as well just get a good. You're
That's
already
what I'm
there.
saying, bro. I was gonna go with Carter.
Is it open 24/7 though?
Not right now.
What were we just talking about? Sorry.
Oh no, you're getting a little.
With fucking tips. Yeah. I used to get tips when I used to work at the Sleeman Center as a food runner.
Yeah, how much did you get for tips there?
Fuck all.
Literally.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
for
So they'd go around. So they take all the tips and put it into a vault, right, and then split it by seniority, and split the tips by seniority to the people who most to the people who've been working there the most. I mean, it's understandable.
That's the same thing as Mandarin.
It's kind of fucked though. I mean, I haven't even been working there for a full year, right? I get a fucking thing of tips, and everyone's getting their fucking envelopes and shit. I get an envelope. It ain't even the size of or the width of a piece of paper, right? Or not width, but like
There's a
length, right?
nickel in it.
Straight up, man. I get this fucking envelope, maybe like this big. I heard you fart. I heard you fart.
What was the story?
Anyways,
Stop pointing it
like
out.
probably like 3-4 inches like long. This guy gives me this envelope, and I fucking grab it, and I go like this. And I hear fucking change, and I'm like, okay. I hear it just jingling. Fucking open it up, man. 3 toonies.
Yes.
I got fucking $6
Hey yo, that's gas money, bro, for down the street.
for fucking what, man?
Oh my god,
didn't-
bro, that is fucking rancid.
Yo, Nate's sitting.
I'm
right
here.
there,
I don't
never
even
complaining.
smell it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably the
Oh,
quinoa.
exactly.
But I might taste it. I don't know.
You can taste it.
But
Why do I taste cheese?
the
But like we split tips up pretty similar to you though. Like we have each room.
y'all
we have like
y'all get $6?
hey, not $60, but we split it up basically by.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's understandable. Probably a lot of places do that. But it doesn't... I was just shocked because for that Sleeman Center I used to work... The Sleeman Center is a hockey arena, and for our, our hockey team here, the Guelph Storm,
OHL.
OHL, every fucking Saturday, I'd work. That's it. I didn't work Sunday through Friday. The only times I work, I used to get... It was, I think it was minimum.
It was like
But
student
minimum at the
wage
time
for
was like
2
$12
hours.
$12 an hour.
No, imagine paid server wage.
Jeez.
Anyways,
Servers get paid like
it's
10
that's
bucks an
under
hour.
minimum, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like $7.
No,
It's like 7 or 8.
Because you make tips. That's why I kind
When I
of.
was at Mandarin, my server wage was like $12,
The
which is
fuck?
actually like I think it was 12 or 13.
At the
bucks.
time, that's probably
I should-
over
It might have gone
minimum.
up when
I
minimum
should
wage went up to
I should go
15.
look at that.
No,
look
maybe.
at my pay stubs. 'Cause I'm not actually sure. But like getting that per hour and then getting like an extra like 100 plus at
At
the end of the night in cash.
the end of the night. Like fuck,
Yeah.
baby.
Fuck,
Like
baby.
my fucking 8-hour shifts give me like $180. At the end of every shift, you get like an extra $100 or more. That's fucked, man.
If it were like depending on the room too, like you know how Mandarin has 4 rooms, A, B, C, and D. Usually the busiest rooms are B and C. So those ones usually have
Big cock.
4, maybe 5, depending on how busy the day is. And then the shares are broken up with seniority. So the people that's been there the longest, they know the most stuff.
That aren't even in that room. They're getting those tips. They're not even working in that room and they're getting those tips.
No. So like everyone in like a room when they get their tips, everyone like whoever dines in that room, the tips stay in that room. So only the servers in that room get those tips. So like some nights they would have me. I would be like a half share, which is actually not bad. So I'm like in between full and like quarter share. I'd be going in between rooms. So I'd be getting a little bit money out of both rooms. There was one day that I worked in the morning in the C room, busiest room, so I'd probably get like $60 to $80 after lunch. And then there was one night dinner, I was in D room by myself. So as a full share, as a half share, working in a room by myself.
You're fucking immature, man.
That was not a fart. That was my fault.
No, I was confused as to where the fuck that. I just heard a.
Oh,
out
I
of nowhere,
thought
and
I
was
thought
like,
he
what
was
the fuck?
laughing
Where did
because
that
it
come
was
from?
you were all alone in D room. That's what I thought. I was like, you're fucking
You're the
immature,
childish
man.
one. You're the
childish
immature
one.
one.
No, I just heard someone.
No, he was laughing at it.
I think someone's phone just went, and I was like,
probably
what
my
the fuck?
Facebook message.
Yeah.
If I'm like in D room by myself, I'd make like $100.
D room.
And I'd make $100 and then I'd get sent home early because they wouldn't want the D room open for that long if I'm there by myself. So I'd rack in 160 at the end of the night.
He's actually eating my food still.
Man, you that hungry? Go get another Berber.
No,
Get a fucking
I'm
piece of
supposed
bread.
to be on a
man.
I'm
diet.
starting to get hungry.
The quinoa. You,
We should
eat-
open
eat
our
it.
own Mandarin, guys, and call it Orange.
I'm gonna get pizza. I'm gonna eat quinoa.
I think
Baby
we're
orange.
I think we're going
Way past.
Yeah,
way
but-
past
Yeah, we're
Alright.
deep.
like an hour and a half.
We shall actually. Let's call it, boys.
We had a lot of
Let's call
footage
it.
tonight.
Yeah, we have a lot of
fuck's
cuts.
sake, holy shit, do we ever?
Hey,
I
thank
gotta
God I'm
edit.
editing, right, boys?
Yeah.
No, I'm editing BTS.
Won't be out till fucking next year.
Jeez.
Bro, don't even edit this, bro. Oh wait, you gotta edit the skit into
It's
it.
not bad.
Bro, you probably don't even edit. You usually put that clip and then that clip.
I'm
and that
I'm
clip
just
and
gonna-
then upload it.
Do you know what's gonna be the clip at the end after, like the outro?
What?
It's just gonna be you punching the bread.
Yes, I love that. Yo, I beat the fuck out of this bread, bro.
Get ready to see that in a couple of minutes.
If you're
Hell
listening
yeah.
to the podcast on some weird third-party device, come fucking watch it and you'll see what's up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they fucking playing YouTube.
Yeah, get out of here with
If
your
you're
YouTube
one of those-
Premium player. Come watch the fucking video, you expensive fuck.
You think someone with YouTube Premium is gonna be listening to us? Nah, they have.
I think
YouTube
someone
Red.
with YouTube Premium is actually going to be able to lock their phone and actually listen to something.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Does that actually work?
That's how that
Yeah.
works.
You can pay for
Fucking
that. Do
idiot.
Spotify then.
Do we have
Alright.
any announcements this week?
Well, why would we say the announcements at the end when people were probably falling asleep?
Because
you're right. Anyways,
Fair.
Okay, I guess
I
I'll.
have an announcement.
Oh,
Juddy's pregnant with a baby.
yes,
Mine.
Nate's children.
It's in his bicep. He's going to the gym, boys. He's getting swole.
yoked season.
Thank y'all for watching. If you want to check us out anywhere else, you could follow Blacklight on Twitter. Carter at BKLT Studios.
Even though Nate steals my thunder on Twitter, fuck you.
BKLT Studios with a capital S. And then you could fucking not watch our streams on Twitch because we don't stream on their Blacklight X Studios. Same thing with Instagram. Blacklight X Studios, all lowercase. X in between Blacklight and Studios. And we do post a TikTok. Same shit. Blacklight X Studios. And you're watching us on YouTube, so I don't need to fucking give you that.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Turn on that post notification so you know.
So you
we-
know how late each podcast is.
Hey yo, we did that double upload. Hey yo, you guys got that at least.
Yeah.
They didn't get a fucking gaming video.
We're making a Patreon at 10 subscribers.
Only
fucking
fans coming. Nate's asshole
What's even
picks.
gonna be our next game? We don't even know what we're gonna play next.
We'll post
figure
about
out.
it.
We'll post it up. We should play a board game.
We're gonna play golf next.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Oh,
Coming
yeah.
soon. We're playing
Well, that was
golf.
supposed to be a fucking surprise.
Nate,
Oh,
this will
just
fucking
kidding.
be out
Oh, you're
after
right.
we golf.
Hey, yo, we're going fucking golfing.
yeah.
We have a video coming up
Swing.
of us hitting some balls.
Me and Juddy are getting our second COVID vaxes the day before this happens, so like our arms are gonna be fucked.
So
I booked 3 days off.
get ready for
Me
Oh yeah,
eating
last time
Nate's
I was
food.
golfing, I fucking crashed the rented fucking golf cart into a rock.
How much is it?
Get
to rent?
ready for
Okay.
that.
I have no clue. We'll figure that out. We're
We're
gonna be doing a lot of holes.
Whole lot
just
of
like
holes.
me
Big
with
ol'
Carter's
holes.
mom.
Oh damn.
Whole lot of holes. We're gonna enter our balls into some holes and write it down on a scorecard.
Yeah, we need to buy a lot of fucking shit. Actually,
Well, you guys.
Yes, we do.
I
I
just-
don't.
I have clubs, so I'm just gonna use my dad's.
Yeah, exactly. I
I'm
got
renting
clothes.
clubs.
And then I need to
need
go get
balls.
some. I need to go get some golf attire.
Yup.
So it actually looks pimpin' when I
Oh
go.
yeah, we're going big pin.
I'm gonna buy golfing shoes for no reason.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go in my work boots.
Notch.
Okay.
working.
I mean, last time I went golfing, I fucking drove or like
All
drove
right,
the ball
everyone.
and fucking ate shit.
Have a good night.
Nate's gonna
oh,
start
yeah,
another
wait,
story.
Brian's not here.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm taking over.
No. On the count
I'm
of three.
taking
No,
over.
we'll say it all together as a conjoined act. All right.
What do we even say?
3. Watch
What do you
your
think?
asshole.
We change it up every week. Don't tell me what do you
Well,
think.
Brian switches up every week because he's
That's true.
Brian. So
We
what
also tell Brian to switch it up half the time.
what's something Brian would say?
Pamplemousse.
Cucumba.
What?
Why
Okay.
That's fucked up.
Okay.
All right.
Remember, everyone, keep your bongs clean and you
Buttholes
you know the
cleaner.
Eat my ass.
drill. Wash your ass
Eat it.
and have a good one.
So glad that I'm finally up next. Ever Ever since a baby, all I wanna